Hello audience, welcome to our YouTube channel. This tutorial is made the very basic process of the DevOps cycle for the beginner level. So sometimes we won't use very deep technical terms to understand. First, as introduced earlier, I would like to know to you about the most popular software application, student management system. For example, you are a project manager in a software team. And the School 1, would like to create a student management system to manage their students' entire academic system. So, the School 1 head sir approached you for developing this student management system application. So while you start to develop this student management system application, then obviously you will follow the software development lifecycle, SDLC. Software development lifecycle is the application of standard business practices to building software applications. This SDLC is typically divided into 6 to 8 steps: planning, requirements, design, build, document, test, deploy, and maintain. At the start of the development, School 1 places its requirements just like it can have 3 types of roles: students, teachers, and admin. Admin can create class, student, notices, pages, and something like that. Teachers can see their class's need to conduct and the number of students assigned to that class. After completing the exam for each class, the teacher can upload marks through the system. Students can see the class, exam marks, and notices according to their privilege. According to the School 1 or client requirement, you can design a high-level diagram or UML diagram as a module: student, faculty, admin, marks, attendance, and the connection among them. To develop this application, you have decided to use front-end as HTML, Ajax, jQuery, JavaScript, database, MySQL, programming language, PHP, Farmwork, Laravel, Sever, 8-core Linux server. Now as a project manager, you have formed a team for the entire student management system. Here, you have 1 business analyst who can collect requirements from clients and document for this project. 2. 1 full-stack developer who can develop according to the business analyst project documentation. 3. 1 DBA who can manage entire database management-related work. 4. 1 software quality assurance, SQA, or tester who can test the application after staging or test server. SQA can use Selenium as an automation tool. 5. 1 software security tester can be testing application security vulnerability to protect against security threats. For security scans, SonarQube can be used. 1 network engineer can maintain network pipeline and configuration. 1 cloud expert can be maintaining cloud, storage, or hosting system to deploy the application in a live server or virtual machine. Here, according to the business analyst project documents that come from the client requirement, developer will be working on it as a several feature work. After each feature is released, the source code will be released on local GitLab. The source code will be built on the staging server from the GitLab repository. From the staging server, SQA and security team will test it. If everything is fine, then finally it will build on the live server or cloud or virtual machine. As we discussed earlier, to develop this application you have to follow Software Development Lifecycle, SDLC. So you can implement this SDLC as a waterfall methodology. Waterfall model methodology, which is also known as Linear Sequential Life Cycle Model. Waterfall model is followed in sequential order, and so the project development team only moves to the next phase of development or testing if the previous step is completed successfully. There are some advantages of the waterfall methodology as like below. 1. It is one of the easiest models to manage. 1. Because of its nature, each phase has specific deliverables and a review process. 2. It works well for smaller size projects where requirements are easily understandable. 3. Faster delivery of the project. 4. Process and results are well documented. 5. Easily adaptable method for shifting teams. 6. This project management methodology is beneficial to manage dependencies. According to the overall statics, there are a large number of projects being implemented by the waterfall model. 1. If the client changes some requirements in the mid of the development. 2. If the application can find a bug, vulnerable issue after staging. 3. If the client would like to add another module like student advisor role. So, the waterfall model methodology is unable to solve these types of problems. So, there are some limitations to the waterfall model like below. 1. It is not an ideal model for a large-size project. 2. If the requirement is not clear at the beginning, it is a less effective method. 3. Very difficult to move back to make changes in the previous phases. 4. The testing process starts once development is over. 4. Hence, it has a high chance of bugs to be found later in development where they are expensive to fix. To solve these types of problems, we can use Agile methodology. Agile is an iterative approach to project management and software development that helps teams deliver value to their customers faster and with fewer headaches. There are some advantages of Agile methodology as like below. 1. It is a focused client process. So, it makes sure that the client is continuously involved during every stage. 2. Agile teams are extremely motivated and self-organized, so it was likely to provide a better result from the development projects. 3. The Agile software development method assures that the quality of the development is maintained. 4. The process is completely based on incremental progress. Therefore, the client and team know exactly what is complete and what is not. This reduces risk in the development process. So according to this Agile methodology, we can easily solve the previous problem. 1. Client change requirements can easily be integrable. 2. Application bugs, vulnerable issues can be solvable. 3. Adding another module is possible. Now let's imagine, you have delivered your school management system project to School 1. This application working fantasists and many more, example 100, schools are eager to get your school management system application for their own schools. So, it is very much difficult to manage an entire solution in separate server hosting. Because if one bug is found in an application, then it's required to solve separately. That is the reason you need to design the school management system application as a SaaS model. SaaS means software as a service that allows an application's single source code to be connected with a different database. For example, School 1 application database is DB1, School 2 application database is DB2, School 3 application database is DB3, and so on. But the source code remains the same for all applications. Previously, our project team is just like this picture. As this school management system application business has been expanded, so we need also to expand our project team members. So according to the new extended business, I have hired more engineers in different domains according to the picture. In the developer part, previously it was 1, but now it is 5. Previously, one person is maintaining the entire source code with a single hand, but now 5 developers, everyone is assigned a different module or feature for a single source code. Now the question is how source code can be managed for a large development team. Here you can be used any source code version control tools to manage your developer work. As we know that a software product is developed in collaboration by a group of developers, they might be located at different locations and each one of them contributes to some specific kind of functionality, features. A version control system is a kind of software that helps the developer team to efficiently communicate and manage, track, all the changes that have been made to the source code along with the information like who made and what changes have been made. Version control system keeps track of changes made to a particular software and takes a snapshot of every modification. Version control, also known as source control, is the practice of tracking and managing changes to software code. Version control systems are software tools that help software teams manage changes to source code over time. As development environments have accelerated, version control systems help software teams work faster and smarter. Some of the tools can be used like CVS, SVN, Git, Mercurial, and Bazaar. Git is the most popular one of them. After completing the developer work using version control system, where do they host their source code? They can use source code repository, SCM, system to host. A code repository is an archive of the code itself that is being worked on. Beyond the code itself, you can keep things such as documentation, notes, web pages, and other items in your repository. A code repository is required for any successful software development project. The most popular SCM is Bitbucket, GitHub, and GitLab. GitHub is most popular on a team, but for the private company GitLab is used. GitHub, Inc. is a provider of internet hosting for software development and version control using Git. It offers the distributed version control and source code management, SCM, functionality of Git, plus its own features. It provides access control and several collaboration features such as bug tracking, feature requests, task management, continuous integration, and wikis for every project. If we recap our project team, then we can see developer are using Git for version control system and for the source code hosting repository they are using GitLab. If we check out the till now development cycle, the developer is working on local source code with database instances. And the source code version control is managed by Git. Local sources are pulled from the central GitLab repository and after completing the developer work, source code is pushed to GitLab's main repository. When a feature or module work has been done, then a build is performed to the test server. Notice that the build is performed manually here. And we are using a test server as a virtual machine. According to the application deployment in the test staging server, software quality testing and software security testing will be performed a test on the application. If a bug or vulnerability is found, then they will feed back to the concerned software developer to solve this problem. This is the way this application development will progress until the desired outcome is achieved. Now take a deep look at real development projects. Each sprint can be implemented more than 100 features, change requests, bugs, tasks, defect testing, and vulnerable related issues. So, each day it can be more than 1,000 source code commit requests can be made. It is difficult to make a manual build after each source code commit. To solve this problem, we would like to introduce C/CD pipeline that automates continuous integration, C, and continuous delivery, deployment, CD. A C/CD process automates your software delivery process. Automated pipelines remove manual errors and provide standardized feedback loops. Some of the tools can be used for C/CD automation, like Jenkins, TeamCity, CircleCI, and GitLab. Jenkins and GitLab are the most popular C/CD tools. Previously, we have performed the build by manually, and now we would like to perform the build by CI/CD automation, so that when source code is pushed to the repository, then automatically build will be performed. Till now we have done half of the DevOps cycle, that is dev part. We will discuss the rest of the DevOps cycle in the second part. Hope you enjoy this DevOps journey. If you have any questions, then please comment down below and subscribe to my channel.